أعوذ بال أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين واللعنة على أعدائهم من الآن إلى يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well. And can everyone hear me clearly?
Yes, wa alaikum salam wa
Yes,
rahmatullah.
alaikum salam.
I do apologize that I'm having a class day. The only reason why I'm trying to keep to our target, which I promised yourselves, that we'll finish the book before Shahr Ramadan. And also the lesson itself, lesson number 8, it's a very easy lesson. It's a continuation of lesson number 7, and it's continuing from the same theme. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this lesson. Inshallah, you have a weekend until Tuesday to do your homework. So I'm perfectly happy with that. Can I kindly request Sister Abida to come on the mic, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam to Allah, Sister Abida. Right, so what I would like yourself to do, Sister Abida, with regards to this exercise itself of lesson number 7 and 8, I will do them both together on Tuesday itself, because it's a continuation of the same theme. But before we start lesson number 8, I just would kindly like yourself, so I will explain outside the actual lesson. So lesson number 2, so lesson number 2, it's all talking about the how to make dual itself. So with regards to the past tense verbs itself, you're very familiar that when you add alif, it becomes dual for the past tense verbs. And with regards to the present tense verbs, you add alif and nun, like yadribu, yadribani. So we added the alif and nun together for the dual itself. So it's very similar with regards to the noun itself. So the lesson itself, number 8, is going to talk about how to make the dual for nouns itself, and how what demonstrative pronoun is used when you want to refer to two things. That is the whole theme of lesson number 8. So inshallah, it's a very easy lesson. Sister Abida, bismillah. So this is our points to remember in lesson number 8. And if you can kindly read this, that'd be much appreciated. Points to remember.
Okay. In this lesson, we learn the following. Unlike English, Arabic has 3 numbers: singular, plural, and dual. Dual refers to 2, and more than 2 is plural. The dual form ends in ani. For example, baitun, baitani, yadun, yadani. The dual of haza is hazani, and of hazihi is hatani.
So what are the two duals we're learning now? So for hadha, it's hadani, and for hadihi, it is
Hatani.
So when would you use hatani and when would you use hadani?
So hazani, you will use it when the dual is masculine, and hatani, you'll use it when the dual is feminine.
Excellent. So what are the 2 examples you're giving?
So here is hazani kitabani. These are 2 books.
Correct.
Hatani sayyaratani. These are 2 cars.
So what's the difference happening here now? Why are we using hadani and hatani?
Because we are using hazani for kitabun, because kitabun is masculine. So the dual form is kitabani, and we are using hatani because sayyaratani is feminine.
Excellent. And the actual adding the alif and nun, and here in both of these cases, with the kitabun to kitabani, sayyaratun, sayyaratani, it's making a dual. Fantastic. Ahsan, to continue.
The dual of huwa and hiya is huma. For example, man hazani hazanil waladani. Who are these two boys? Huma talibani jadidani. They are two new students.
Excellent.
Ainal uktani. Where are the two sisters? Huma fiyal ghurfati.
هما
They are
في
in the
الغرفة.
room.
في الغرفة.
Huma fil ghurfati. They are in the room. Note that the adjective qualifying a dual noun is also dual.
Correct.
Number 2.
Just
Come.
before you read come, now in the Arabic language, the word come itself is used for when you ask questions about either distance or either when you're asking a question about the price of something. So when inshallah you go for ziyarat after the pandemic, so when you go to Iraq, when you go to the bazaar, kam hada, how much is this? Kam hada means how much is this, or kam hadihi, how much is this as well. So the word come is used, but if you're asking the price of a particular thing, what happens is that the noun which comes after come, it comes in the singular form, but the singular form indicates upon plural, and it's always mansub. It's always mansub. So kam kitaban, how many books? Kam sayyaratan, how many cars? Bismillah, sister.
So come, how many? Note that the noun following come is singular and in the accusative case. For example, kam kitaban, how many books? Kam sayyaratan, how many cars? Note that a noun with tanween in the accusative case takes an alif which is not pronounced.
Correct. So
for example,
yeah, it's trying to show you over here. So the first example here, it's showing, Bismillah, explain.
Kitabun, kitabin, kitaban. So kitaban is the one that is in the accusative case.
Correct.
And kitabun is a singular, and then kitabin is the genitive.
Correct.
But a noun ending in the ta marbuta does not take this alif. For example, sayyaratun, sayyarati, sayyaratan.
Sayaratin, sayaratan.
Sayyaratan.
Correct. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary, al ajalatu, will, al idu, festival, as sanatu, year, an nafizatu, window, as saburatu, writing board, a rialu.
Just 1 second. A sabura to the writing board. Normally, a saburatu, it refers to a blackboard, but the writing board, but a saburatu normally is a blackboard.
Okay. A rialu, real. Al hayu, city, district. A rak'atu, rak'a, part of salah. Raka'atun, plural. Note that the second letter ka has sukun in the singular and fatha in the plural.
Excellent. Right. Thank you. Is that clear for you?
Yes.
Okay. Who didn't get a chance last week to come on the mic? Because I know I did say that people who didn't get a chance last week, last Tuesday, I'll bring you onto the mic today. So does anyone remember who they were? Well, put your hand up and I'll bring you straight onto the mic itself. Anyone remember who it was? Okay. Right. If that's the case, then I'm going to bring 2 students. I'm going to ask Maksuma Hassan. Maksuma Hassan, can you come on the mic? And can I ask kindly Sister Sadia Sajjad as well?
Assalamualaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam. You got a cold or something?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit under the weather for some reason today.
Maybe I give you a shafar.
Thank you.
So I want Sister Masuma to be the Mudarris and Sister Sadia Sajjad to be Muhammad.
Okay, sure.
Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كم أخ لك يا محمد? How many brothers do you have, O Muhammad?
لي أخ just a second, sorry. لي أخ واحد. I have two brothers. I have one brother.
وكم أختا لك? And how many sisters do you have?
لي أختان. I have two sisters.
Yeah, so can you see the word ukhtun is singular,
Ukhtun.
and
Yeah.
when you add alif and noon, the tanween on ukhtun on the ta changes to a fatha. So ukhtani, I have two sisters.
I have two sisters. أختان. أختن أختان.
Ahsanti. Sister Masuma?
كم أجلة لدراجة يا حامد? How many wheels does your bike have, O Hamid?
لها أجلتان. It has two wheels.
Right.
كم إذن في السنة يا زكريا? How many Eids are there in the year, O Zakaria?
Correct.
في سنة إيدان. In a year we have two Eids.
Correct.
هما عيد الفطر وعيد الأضحى. They are Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha.
Correct. Ahsanti.
يا إبراهيم أبوك تاجر كبير كم سيارة عندها? O Ibrahim, sorry. O Ibrahim, your father is a big merchant. How many cars does he have? Or
Excellent.
how many cars with him in the hall?
You know, indahu means does he have? Because it's
Does
an
he have?
object. So
Okay.
over here, Ya Ibrahim, Ya is the vocative noun for calling. Now, the word abun is coming because abun is, as I said last lesson as well, whenever the word abun comes with any of the possessive pronouns, except for my, abi, there is a waw which comes. So abuka, your father. What about the quality of your father? He is a tajirun. It said tajirun kabirun. So both of them are adjectives. So tajirun is an adjective. Kabirun is an adjective as well. So your father is a big merchant. Then come sayyaratan. Sayyaratan is having two fatha tanweens because it's the thing which you're counting. Clear?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Sister, continue, Masuma.
It's
سيارتان.
Indahu.
It's me.
Indahu.
Yeah. عنده سيارتان كبيرتان وسيارتان صغيرتان. He has two cars, two big cars and
Yep.
two small cars.
كم نافذة في غرفتك يا إسماعيل? How many windows are there in your room, O Ismail?
Excellent. Give me 2 seconds. First of all, indahu, he has sayyaratani. So sayyaratani is two cars. Now the adjective for them is also coming in dual. Kabira tani. And then wasayyaratani, saghiratani. So saghiratani is also coming in the dual format for as an adjective for sayyara. Then kam nafidatan, how many windows? Fi ghurfatika. So in your room. If now, question for Sister Fatima Mirali.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Sister Fatima Mirali, it says over fi ghurfatika. Why are we giving the ta of the word ghurfa a kasra?
Because it's a it comes after a preposition. Fi is preposition, maybe.
Correct. And what ratio with the actual? Can everyone hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
Sheikh.
Okay. So the word ghurfatuka,
Mhm.
what type of composition is this ghurfatuka?
So it's like a possessive noun, maybe.
Yeah, it's mudaf,
so
mudaf
it's-
ilayh. It's mudaf, mudaf ilayh, as you said, possessive noun.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
That's brilliant. So here, kam nafidatan fi ghurfatika ya Ibrahim. So can you translate that, Sister Fatima? How many?
Kam nafidatan is how many windows in ghurfatika, in your room, oh Ismail?
Correct. I want you to change this. I would ask the question: how many windows are in his bedroom?
كم
Ismail.
كم نافذة في غرفتي
He.
غرفة غرفة هي
Yeah, ghurfatihi.
غرفته.
Yes, ghurfatihi. So whenever the who comes for his, if
Yeah.
the previous letter has a kasra, it changes. That's the only pronoun which normally changes harakat. All the rest remain as they are because it's difficult to read ghurfati who. So they make
Yeah.
it ghurfatihi.
So if it was for a girl, so it would be again غرفته, or would you say غرفتها?
Ghurfatiha.
So it's only for the male. Okay.
Yeah. So read it again. If it's for how many windows in her room?
So it's كم نافذة في غرفتها.
Excellent. And if I want to ask the question, how many windows are there in our room? How would we say that?
كم نافذة في غرفتنا.
Excellent. Excellent. Is that clear for you?
Yes, thank you.
Brilliant. Continue, sisters.
لمن هذان الدفتران. We're using hazani here because daftar is masculine.
Correct.
So we're using hazani here. For who are these two notebooks, or who do these two notebooks belong to?
Correct.
Huma li. They are for me.
لمن هاتان المسطرتان. And here we're using hatani because it's feminine for the rulers.
Ahsan.
For who are these two rulers, or who do these two rulers belong to?
Huma li. It's the same. They are for me, and Huma is for the both. Li, mudaf, mudaf ilayh.
So here the word.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, doctor. Bismillah.
Well, instead of ghurfatihi, can you say ghurfatihim?
Ghurfa. Ahsantum. Yes, you can. Ghurfatihim will be in their room. How many windows are there in their room? Correct. And as you're on the mic, doctor, it's good that you've come. How would you say how many windows in their room when you're referring to females? How would you say that, doctor? How many windows are there in their room when you're talking to females?
Kam nafizatan fi ghurfatihinna.
Ahsantum. Next question. How would you say how many windows are there in your room talking to boys?
Kam nafizatun fi ghurfatika.
That's for the singular. And if it's for a female, if it's a
female, for ghurfatiki.
Excellent. And the plural for you boy, all you, how would you say that?
Ghurfatikum.
Ahsantum. And you all females?
Ghurfatikunna.
Ahsantum. MashaAllah. Ahsantum. Tayyib Allah anfasakum, doctor. That was very good.
Ahsan.
And one question, final question. How
Yes.
many windows in my room?
Ghurfati fi ghurfati.
Yeah, so how would you say the whole sentence? Kam nafida
Nafizatun fi ghurfati.
ghurfati. Kam nafidatan fi ghurfati.
Ghurfati.
Excellent. Excellent. Ahsantum, doctor.
Ahsant.
Okay. Right. I'm going to read these questions. What's the time? We've still got plenty of time. Jazakallah to both sisters. Now, can Sister Masuma and Sister Sadia choose two more students?
Sheikh, can we do the answers as well?
Yes, so that's what I'm going to do now.
Okay.
Go on then. I'll choose Sister Nasreen.
Okay, Sister Nasreen, Sister Sadia. Can you choose a student, please?
Abida. Sister Abida.
Sister Abida. Okay, Sister Abida, Bismillah. You've been chosen.
Okay.
Okay, Sister Nasreen, I want you to ask the question, and then Sister Abida will respond. And then once Sister Abida has respond, she will ask the next question, and then you respond. Bismillah. Question number 1. Come.
Kam qalaman indaka. How many pens do you have?
Li kalaman.
No, so over here is kam kalaman indaka. So when indaka is used, respond with indaka as well. In I have. How would you say I have?
I have li.
No, li is used for. Let me show you back. Let me go back. 1 second. So the word li itself is used over here. Okay, but if you look at the set itself, the appropriate word is I have, in the.
So okay. So in the kalamani, I have
In
2
In
pens.
kalamani, correct.
So if I wanted to say I have 1 pen, can I say in the kalamun wahidun?
In the kalamun wahidun, correct.
Sheikh,
Okay.
please explain that again. So when do you use indi and when do you use li?
So normally you use the word the alaka. When you say alaka akhun, alaka, you would normally use that for relations itself. You will use that for relations, and also indahu is normally used for objects when you have possession of object itself. But over here itself, so what's happening here? Liman hadani adaftarani. For whom are these 2 notebooks? And he said huma li, because it's a question which has been asked generally to anyone. So that's the reason why he said huma li. But
Okay.
if I was asking, are these your 2 notebooks? I would say hal hadani adaftarani laka or lakum. So that's what you would say. Rather than saying that, you wouldn't say that. You would say liman ahadani daftarani lakum. So they use it in that way, but normally we are meant to be using lakum, alaka. So when you say alaka akhun, do you have a brother? So it's normally used in that sense. But over here they have used it even for non-living things. The word li. So li means for me, possession, and the other word for possession is in thee. So huma li, both of them are for me. Huma li, it is for me. But if you want to ask a question, hal indaka sayyaratun, you want to say hal alaka sayyaratun, is for you a car? No, you say hal indaka sayyaratun. Hal indaka daftarani, do you have 2 notebooks? Naam indi daftarani. Is that clear now?
Yeah, I'll listen to the recording again, Sheikh.
So let me explain. So if you want to say in regards to objects, you use word inda. Hal indaka sayyaratun. Hal indaka sayyarat. Do you have a car? You will not say hal laka sayyaratun. That's incorrect. Is that clear now?
And li?
Li is normally used for relations. Hal laka akhun, hal laka zawjatun, hal laka abun, hal laka akhun. Do you have? When it comes to relation, the word laka is used. But when it's
for family.
Yeah, for family. But when you want to ask questions about possession of non-living things, it's inda.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheikh, Sadiqun.
Yep.
Also, we could use laka. Hal laka Sadiqun.
Hal laka. Yeah, the word sadiqun is a relation. Do you have a friend? That is correct.
Thank you.
Continue now, sisters. Come.
So my turn to ask
Yeah.
the question. Kam kitaban indaka. How many books do you have?
Kitaban. Kitabani. Sorry.
So in the
Kitabani.
Kitabani, correct.
Kam saburatan fi faslikum.
I've
Just one second, sister. Sister Nassim, translate the question. What does that mean?
Oh, sorry. How many writing boards are in your classroom?
Correct.
Should it be kitabaini or kitabani?
Which one?
The top one, indi kitabaini, or is it
No.
indi kitabani?
Kitabani.
Okay, so for kitabani, can we say li or we have to still say
Indi.
Okay.
Indi. Because when the question is being asked, kam kitab indaka, you say naam indi, or sorry, indi kitabani.
Thank you.
Then kam saburan fi faslikum. So this sister, who's gonna answer? Sister Abida, you will say fi faslikum. Sister Abida, because
Yeah.
you asked in a plural form in your classroom, then you will answer in my classroom are 2 boards.
so
In my class.
fi firstly
No, fi
saburatani.
in my classroom, or sorry, not my classroom, in our classroom. My mistake. In our classroom.
So
Fi
fi firslina.
fi faslina. Excellent. In our classroom, there are 2 boards.
Fi faslina saburatani.
Fi faslina saburatani. Correct. And then
Sheikh-
last one. Yes,
Sheikh,
sister.
couldn't we have said lakum saburatani fi fasluna?
No, you say hal fi faslikum saburatan. Hal
Yeah.
fi faslikum. Sorry, hal. You know, you forget hal as well. The word indaka. Hal indaka fi faslikum saburatun. Hal. So you wrote, how you wrote down, Sister Nasreen?
I wrote lakum saburatani fi fasluna.
No. Is that the answer?
That was my answer, yeah.
No, you will say the best answer will be this. Fi faslina, this is more correct. Fi faslina, in our classroom, saburatani.
Sir, can we write saburatani fi faslina or?
Well, because it's saburatani is in nakira, so it should be first faslina. The predicate comes first. Fi faslina, in our classroom, are 2 boards. Or you can say, if you want to be precise, saburatani.
Okay.
We have in the saburatani, we have 2 boards.
In the nuts, okay. But
Indana is correct, or indi is correct, depending upon who is being addressed. If it's one person and you're talking in the plural form, then it's indi is correct. But if he's talking to a collective of people and there's more than 2 people, then you'll say indana, we have saburatani. Is that clear?
right. So that means you said if it is ma'rifa, you can have saburatani, the noun in the beginning. But if it is in nakira form, it's better to have it in after the.
Yes, the actual the predicate itself.
Okay. Jazakallah.
Sheikh, what about laha saburatani?
So hadha fasl, the word laha is not laha lahu, because fasl hadha al-faslu, the word fasl is treated as masculine. You say lahu.
Okay.
If you say, that is correct. If you say lahu faslani, sorry, lahu saburatani.
Saburatani, yeah.
That's fine.
Sheikh, what about fihi saburatani in it?
Yeah, fihi saburatan is correct. So you're not indicating any possession of something. So you indicate in it is 2. That's correct as well.
Sir, lahu, wouldn't it mean for him?
No. For normally it's when it's indicating for human beings is for him. But as we know that in the Arabic language we don't have the word it, so we use who. So lahu, it will refer to the actual classroom itself. Because the question is kam saburatan fi faslikum, and you say if you say fihi, It'll be
Fihi
fine.
saburatani. Fihi
Fihi
is okay.
saburatani, yeah.
Rather than lahu, fihi would be better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jazakallah.
Okay. Last question, Mr. Nasreen Rajan.
Kam riyalan indaki alana ya Layla. How many riyals do you have just now, O Layla?
Indi riyalani.
I have?
Riyalani. I have 2 riyals.
Correct. Can you, both of you sisters, choose 2 more students?
Sister Huma Zaidi.
Okay, Sister Huma Zaidi. And Sister Abida, can you choose another student?
Sister Tessin.
Sister Tassin. Sister Huma Zaidi, Alaikum
Yes.
Salam.
Alaikum.
Can you ask the question, Sister Huma? And Tassin will answer. Go ahead.
Okay. On number 5.
Yes.
Kam ukhtan laka ya aliyun. How many sisters do you have?
Correct. Oh, Ali.
Oh, Ali.
Sister Tassin?
Lucky.
No.
Li
Yep.
ukhtain. Li ukhtain. I
Li
have
Ukhtani.
2 sisters.
Li ukhtani.
Ukhtani, sister. Li Ukhtani.
But we can say ukhtain asbu'ain like that also.
It's Amia,
when
yes.
you use
In Amia, yes, you can say Ukhtain. But in
Okay.
Farsi, it's Ukhtani.
Okay.
So in Amia,
okay.
in the slang, Ukhtain is fine. But in the in grammatical Arabic, in the classical Arabic, is Ukhtani.
Okay. Li ukhtani.
Yeah. Next question. Ask a question. Number 6.
Yeah. Kam amman laki ya aminatu. How many aunties you have?
Uncles.
Amman. How many?
Amman, uncles.
How many uncles you have? Oh, Amina.
Li ma ami. Li ma amman. I don't have uncle.
Yeah. It's okay, but we want to say we want to practice to dual.
Okay. Li amma amani. Li amani.
Yeah. So if you want to say I have no uncles, Mali Ammun.
Mali ammun. Mali ammun.
Yeah, Mali Ammun. I don't have a uncle.
Uncle. Mali ammun.
Yeah.
Li ammani.
Li
Correct?
Ammani. Yes. Can you ask the next question, Sister Tasneem?
Kam siddiqan laka ya Muhammad. How many friends you have, O Muhammad?
Li sadaqani.
Sadiqani.
Siddiqani.
Yes.
Okay. Kam taliban jadidan fi faslikum. How many new students in your classroom?
Fi faslina kalbani jadidani.
Fi faslina talibani
jadidani.
Ahsanti. In our so translation is
2 new students in a class.
In our class. Excellent. Can both of you sisters choose 2 more students to come on the mic?
Batul Somani.
Sister Batul Somani.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Good to see you, Sister Batul. And Sister
Thank you so
Tahsin, can you choose another
Zohra
student?
Virji. Zohra Virji.
Sister Zohra Virji, can you come both of them on the mic?
Thank you.
Sister Zohra, do you want to ask questions?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Number 9.
Yes.
Kam masjidan fi karyatika ya Zakaria. How many mosques in your town, O Zakaria?
Sister Somani, Batul Somani.
Yes. Li masjidani.
So you say so answer it in this way. It was more grammatically correct. In my village are 2 masjids.
Fi qaryatina masjidani.
Fi qaryatina, correct. Or you can say in my village. How do you say that?
Qaryati.
Fi qaryati, correct. Fi qaryati
masjidani.
Correct. Ask the next question, number 10. So to Sister Batul Zohra Virji. Sister Batul, ask the question. Come.
Do I ask or she asks?
Sister Batul will ask. Sister Batul, ask the question,
Okay.
please.
كم فندقا في هذا الشارع؟
في هذا الشارع فندقان.
Excellent. Translation.
How many hotels are in this road? In
Correct.
this street, there are 2 hotels.
Okay, correct. Next one, Sister Batul, Sister Zuhra, 11. Read that, please.
كم أخا لك يا سعاد؟
لي أخوان.
Translation.
I
How
have 2 brothers.
I have 2 brothers, correct. Correct. Jazakallah both. Any questions?
Maulana, is it Ikhwan or Ikhwani?
So the word akhun is the singular, and when you want to make dual, it's akhawani. Got it over here. So al-akhu is the singular. It says muthannahu, its dual is akhawani. Li akhawani.
Okay. Sheikh, can you with uncles, Amman is Amamani or Amani?
Ammani. Ammun Ammani.
Ammani. Okay.
Yeah, Ammani.
Okay, for number 10, was it fiha or fiha or fiha? Is it female or male? Fundukan.
So you will say in the street. So fihi. So if you want to say fihi, so you see fihi, meaning in it, meaning the street. Fundukani.
Okay.
So you can say either fihi or either fi hadha shari'i. Can you see hadha is used? Hadha is indicating that a shari is masculine.
Oh yes, of course.
So you can either say fihi or fi hadha shari'i fundukani.
Okay, thank you.
Or the other way. Yes.
Sorry, Maulana Sahab, can't we say fi hazani fandukani?
Sorry?
Fi hazani fandukani.
Hey, fi hadani, fi in this, it doesn't make sense. You have to have, if you, let me translate, fi hadani, fi hadani fundukani makes no sense. Translation is in this 2 hotels. So you need to first of all have a preposition after in. So fi hadha shari, in this street are what? Fundukani.
Fundukani, right.
Or you can say fihi. He is referring back to the street. In it are fihi fundukani. And if you want to be precise and short, you could say fundukani. Just fundukani by itself.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
These are different ways of saying it.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Sister Fatima Mirali, and I'm going to pick Sister Nasri, Sister Najma. Sister Fatima Mirali, I want you to read 1, 2, and 3, and then Sister Najma will read 4, 5, and 6. Bismillah. Sister Fatima. I think she's gone off to open fast.
Salam Sheikh, can I ask a question?
Yes, sister.
Number 11, Kam akhan laki ya Suad.
Yes.
So we can say li akhwani, or we can just reply akhawani.
Akhawani, yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay. Right. Both of them, I think they're going on iftar. Sister Sadiqa, can you come on the mic, please?
Here. I'm here.
1, 2, and 3, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm here.
Okay, Sister Nasreen, Najma, Bismillah. 1, 2, and 3, please.
Okay. Khalidun lahu bnani wa bintani.
Correct.
Khalid has 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Correct. Number 2.
No.
2 sons and 2 daughters.
2 sons and 2 daughters. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. في هذا البيت غرفتان كبيرتان. In this house are 2 big windows.
Correct. But no,
Okay.
Rooms.
Rooms, yeah. غرفتان, yeah, sorry, room. Fatimatu laha tiflani sagirani. Fatima have 2 young daughters, children.
Children or babies.
Children.
Correct. Sister Sadiqa Jafar, can you come on the mic, please?
Salam.
Alaikum salam. Can you do 4, 5, and 6?
li ainani wa uzunani wa yadani wa rijlani.
Correct. I have.
I don't know what it means.
Okay. Li ainani. Ainon means I. Ainani is 2 eyes.
Uzun, or 2 eyes and 2 ears. Rijlani.
And yadani. Yadun. Yadani.
Yadun is
this.
Hand.
Yes. 2
Yeah.
hands and
2 eyes, 2 hands, and 2 ears. Rijlani.
And Rijlan is 2 legs.
2 legs.
Yes.
Let's go again. Sorry.
Yep.
So ainani is eyes.
Correct.
Uzunani ears.
Correct. Ears.
Yadani hands and
Correct.
rijlani legs.
Correct. Number 5.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, doctor.
Can Yadani be also arms?
No. No.
It is hands.
Yes.
So what is arms?
You've caught there are okay. It was what's the word? It's I'll give you the word. It's what the word is. I'll give you 2 seconds. I'll give you the word. It's in my mind. Can you sister Sadiqa do that and I'll tell the doctor the answer.
في هذا الحي madrasatani. Haya means we have.
In this district.
In this street. في هذا الحي we have in this street we have 2 schools.
Correct.
Salatul Fajri wa Ka'atani.
Salatul Fajri rakatani. Salatul Fajr is?
Salatul Fajri rakatani.
Correct.
In Subu prayers, there are 2 rakats.
Yeah, 2 units. So the doctor in Usul in fiqh, doctor, you remember when you did fiqh in the Hawza?
Yes.
When you did like hand span, sorry, arm span, there are from here to here, it's called dhira'un.
Jiraun. Ahsan.
Dhira'un. You remember that? Dhira'un? We did this in fiqh. When we do the discussion about distance, dhira'un is used. Right, someone's busy. Oh, that's your bell. Let me get someone else on the mic. Can I get sister? Let's get Sister Zamina on the mic. Sister Zamina or Sister Sakina, any of you, before you go for Salah. These are the last 4 questions we'll do.
Lil Baiti Miftahani. For this house are 2 keys.
Correct. Number 2.
Liman hatan al-baqaratani huma lil fallahi. For whom are these 2 cows? They are for the farmer.
Correct.
أهادان الطبيبان من إنجلترا لا هما من فرنسا. Are these 2 doctors from England?
Correct.
No, they are from France.
Correct.
في قريتي مسجدان صغيران. In my village are 2 small mosques.
Excellent. Any questions from your sisters?
I had a question. So you know after come,
yep,
is it always indefinite? There's always that double tanween, so you
Yeah,
can't have al.
No, it's always, yeah, you're right. It's always mansub. Mansub and indefinite. Kam sayyaratan, kam kalaman, kam kitaban, kam baytan. Always singular, and it's also with 2 fathahs in an accusative case.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Sir, Lil Bait will be for the house, for my house, or for
Sorry?
Lil Bait will be for the house, or will it be for?
What do you want to say?
Number 7, Lil Baiti Miftahani.
Yeah, Lil Baiti Miftahani for the house.
For the house, right?
Yeah,
because
for the
it's
house
like Li and Al Bait.
Yeah, yeah. So it's, Lil Baiti is for the house are 2 keys.
Okay, okay. Jazakallah.
No problem. Allahumma salli ala.
Can I ask something? The same number 7.
Can
Yep.
you say there are 2 keys for the house?
Yeah, you could say, well, it's either way. As long as it translates the meaning, it's fine. For the house, are 2 keys. That's fine. Because the lam here is indicating possession. That for the house belongs 2 keys. Okay. Okay. Any other questions before we end the session? Because the people are fasting, so that's the reason why I'm ending the session earlier. Any other questions? No? Okay. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. So inshallah, next week, Tuesday, we'll finish this exercise first. We'll finish this exercise and then we'll do also exercise 7, because exercise 7, it's intertwined related to this exercise as well, to some extent, and we'll finish this off as well, inshallah. Okay, so we'll finish both of them off, and then also there's something else I want to teach as well. I'm going to bring that in as well. So inshallah, next lesson will be dealing with numbers and counting as well, inshallah. Okay, so that'll be related to lesson number 9. And also 7 and 8. So Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma kulli waliyaka al-hujjat al-hasan. Salawatuka alayhi wa ala aba'i fi hadhihi as-sa'a wa fi kulli sa'a. Waliyan wa hafidhan wa qa'idan wa nasira. Wa dalilan wa ayna hatta baka taw'a. Fiha tawila. Waj'alna min ansari wa shiyatik wa jundik. Bi rahmatika ya arhamar.
Sheikh, can we get the recording, please?
Yes, I'll send you the recording. The only thing is that next lesson, I'm going to send you some material from not